creative people! Welcome back to another episode of Busy Beader. If this is your first time here with us, or if you just forgot my name is Caitlin. I'm so glad that you're here today. We are going to be making something that we've never made here on Busy Beader before. We are going to make a car charm. Lots of people have things that dangle from the rear view mirror of their cars, and this is a super fun project because I'm going to be showing you how to use some cord to make the part that goes around, and then you can add anything you want to the bottom of it. And today we are going to be using this adorable dinosaur charm as well as some little leaves to be the decorative portion of our car hanging. I thought that this little dinosaur charm is just so cute, but if your dad is somebody who likes dinosaurs, this could be a really fun and unique Father's Day present. Or if you're just somebody who thinks that this charm is as cute as I do, then you can just make it for yourself. So before we jump in, please be sure to check out my sponsor, Fire Mountain Gems and Beads. Everything you see in my videos, all of the tools, the materials, all of it comes from them, and they can be your supplier too. So check out the description box below for a link to their website. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. That way you can join our little crafting community and hang out with me every week. Okay, let's jump into this craft today. Step 1. The first thing you have to do is gather all your supplies and materials. Today we're going to need 2 sets of pliers for opening and closing jump rings, a set of clippers for clipping our string. I'm gonna need some E6000 to secure our knots. Then we need some jewelry cord. I've been loving this repeat jewelry cord, which is made out of recycled bottles, but this is a limited quantity item at my sponsor. So if you don't happen to get in and get this in enough time, you can always grab another plastic beading cord. Will work just as well. Actually, any kind of cord would work perfectly fine for this project. So this is just what I'm using today. Then you're gonna need a bunch of jump rings, some of these adorable little Preciosa glass beads that look like leaves. And then of course the star of our show today is this really adorable lampwork glass handmade dinosaur. So once you've gathered all of your supplies and materials, go ahead and meet me back here and we'll get started. Step 2. All right, today is pretty simple. So we're gonna do a lot of prep work and then it'll all come together. First thing that you need to do for the prep work is we are going to take 2 jump rings and we're going to open one of our jump rings here. And we are going to slide it through the loop on our little dinosaur, precious little guy. And we're actually gonna put another jump ring on it. That way it hangs forward and has a little bit more free-flowing movement as a car hanging off of the back windshield. So once you have that prepped, you can go ahead and set that to the side. Now we need to take care of our little leaves. We are going to grab one of our little eye pins and we're gonna thread it through our leaf. But we're not going to go all the way down. We're going to leave just enough space to push the eye of our eye pin up and have it sit at the apex of the leaf. Then you're going to grab some pliers and you're going to get this other end. You could also just use your fingers for this. I just prefer pliers. And you're going to wrap your wire around the bottom of the loop twice. And it's okay if the end gets a little funky like that as you're wrapping it because we're going to cut that end off. And once you have it wrapped twice, you're gonna go around to the back here and we're gonna clip off that extra. And since this isn't a wearable piece of jewelry, you don't have to worry about it too much, but it's always good practice to just tuck your ends after you've clipped them. That way they can't accidentally cut anybody. And you are gonna repeat that 2 more times for your other leaves. That way you got 3 leaves in total. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is put our jump rings on our leaves. So you're just going to grab one of your jump rings here and you can either have all of your leaves on separately, or what I'm going to do is have all my leaves dangle from the same jump ring. So I'm going to put all 3 of these guys on like that. And then I'm actually going to put one more jump ring on, the same as the dinosaur. That way it's just a little more free flowing. And then I'm going to go ahead and close that jump ring here. But if you want all of your leaves to be separate, you would just put jump rings on them separately, and that's perfectly acceptable too. But I kind of want this like little bunch of leaves. I want it to look like he's, I don't know, eating them or just with them. Just wanted to give him a little extra, little friends to be with in the car. Step 3. All right, now that we have our beads prepped, our next step is going to be with the cord. So we are going to grab a length of cord And you want your cord to be big enough to get around the average rear view mirror. And then you're gonna give yourself just a little bit extra, and you'll see why. And we're gonna go ahead and come over here and clip the cord. And now we are going to take our cord and put it in a little circle where the ends are overlapping like this. And then we are going to come over here to this side, and we are going to make a knot, a square knot, around the other piece of string like this. And you want to make it so that the knot is, this part is not through either of the little loops, it's just through the big part of the knot here. And you are going to take that and squeeze that down, but not crazy tight, because we want to be able to move our string back and forth like this. Okay, great. Now we're going to come to, I'm just going to give myself a little less room here. We're going to come to this other side, and we're going to do the exact same thing where we bring our string around and we make a knot like this and bring that down. And then what this is a movable, so they can decide how long or short they want it, and it helps get it around the rear view mirror. So these move back and forth like that. And this is a common technique on jewelry as well for people so that they can customize the length of their necklace. But we don't just want to leave these ends hanging out all about. So we're going to take care of those. And how we're going to take care of those is with glue. So we are going to take our clippers, and if your clippers aren't working very well on the string, you can always just grab a regular pair of scissors, and we are going to cut close, but not super close. Like, you want a little bit of room in order to put the glue on, but you want it to definitely take off this extra length. And you're going to do that on both sides. And I would avoid moving it while your glue is drying, otherwise your knots might come undone. If that happens, you're just, gonna get new string out and try again, but yeah, just avoid moving them too much while your glue is drying. So once you've cut the ends off, we are going to open our glue. And this is a part where I often use scrap metal, or you can just do what I'm doing here, where I'm going to take my end here that needs to be dipped in the glue, and I'm just gonna stick it down in there and get a bunch of glue on it. But you just want to avoid getting glue on the knot itself, because that will make it so that you can't move it. So I'm just using my fingers here to kind of shape that end there with the glue on it, making sure that that did not go into the knot itself and just is on this end here. And we're gonna do the same thing over here. We're just gonna dip that side in the glue and then give it a little shape. And then once you have your ends glued like that, you are going to leave it alone for a full 24 hours. Let the glue on those knots dry. They are technically dry within just a couple of hours if this is like a last minute gift situation for you, but they're just not fully dry until 24 hours. So, give it a little bit of time. The more time you can give it, the better. Step 4. But once those ends are dry, the last step is to add our charms. So we are going to take our pliers and we're going to find that top jump ring on our dinosaur. And we're just going to open that up and we're going to slide the cord through. And then we're going to close. And now it's time to make some choices about your leaves. If you want the leaves kind of behind the dinosaur or in front of the dinosaur, however you want, maybe you want some behind and some in front, like he's in a little forest. That would also be adorable. I think I'm gonna put my leaves right in front of him, like it's a little snack for him, or maybe he can lie down on them. Whatever works in your imagination, but you're gonna open up that jump ring and you're gonna slide the leaves on in whatever location you want corresponding to the dinosaur. And you're gonna close that jump ring. And there you have a super cute little car charm that has an adorable dinosaur and his little leafy friends. And there you go. Just like that, you have an adorable little dinosaur friend for your car, or a very unique gift for your father if your father is somebody who likes dinosaurs, or just for any dinosaur lover in your life. I love how this design makes it super easy to get it over your mirror, because most rear view mirrors in cars are pretty big, but then you can shorten it up and make it so that it's not a distraction for you and instead just a fun little car friend. I hope that you enjoyed getting to make this design with me today. Please be sure to check out my sponsor, Fire Mountain Gems and Beads. They have a menagerie of all kinds of animals, so if you really want an animal friend for your car but don't want a dinosaur, they've got plenty of options for you. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. When you do that, you get to hang out with me every week. We get to make fun and interesting but easy crafts together. And you get to be a part of a really fun crafting community. I hope that you're having a very wonderful week and that you have a good Father's Day. And I will see you in the next one.